Welcome to Random and Desperate. Now today we're in Southport and we're going to look around all the front of Southport. So I'm here for a few days. I've just been to Blackpool and just down the coastline is Southport. Welcome to another adventure. Now this is a special quest from one of my subscribers. He's called K Crispy, something like that, and asked me to do the front of Southport. Come and join us for another adventure. Well, it is absolutely beautiful at Southport, but unfortunately, like everything else, they call this the 3-hour resort, because what the tourists do, what the people do, is they come here for 3 hours, park the car for 3 hours and then disappear, instead of stopping like the good old days of hotels, bed and breakfasts, going out to the famous Lord Street, and from Lord Street they'll have food, entertainment. But just down the resort is Blackpool, what takes most of the tourists. Now people used to come here in their masses years ago in the 30s and 40s for a week's break in Southport. We've got Blackpool, Southport, Morecambe. Blackpool has survived because of all the tourists and the heritage. Southport, just like Morecambe, doesn't attract the numbers anymore, unfortunately. You've lost Pontins. Lord Street is not Lord Street as it used to be for the rich and the famous. It's a shame, it is, folks. Even at night time, when I venture out at night after a few golden nectars, there is always homeless people, people on substances, alcohol related vest problems. But that's not just here, it's everywhere, it's global now. Society has got a problem with subsistence. A shame, but hopefully one day things will return back to their native country. People start having weeks away in places like this, because I predict that going abroad will be so expensive that Britain will shine again. My main idea or blog is to get people back to this wonderful country again, to encourage you as a people, as a state, to return back to where we know best, back on holiday to this country. Yes, it's alright going abroad, but sometimes the true beauty, the true fun is in places like this. where your mums and dads, your granddads, your uncles all used to spend their time revenue after working on the cotton mills, places like this. Right folks, we've just had a look around Southport. Well, we started there, started at the pier, went all the way along, come out of here, and now we've seen this sign, the Dolphin Fish and Chips, and that's where we're going next. Because when you come to a seaside, when you have an adventure, a seaside adventure, you always have to have the classic fish and chips. I just checked that on the right there, Red Rum. Now if you look at the name of the bottom, the person who painted it was the same person who painted that lizard at the Toad house, which was just near Pontins. So that's where we're going. We're going to have some fish and chips in the Dolphin. Sounds like a plan. Here's the menu folks. Now this is our famous fish and chips. Now I'll be honest with you, I'm just going to have a small fish and chips, to be honest with you. £9.45 because I've had a full breakfast this morning. Yeah. Any extra? Oh, look at that, it's for you, that senior citizen special.
Special menu for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the coffee maker.
Got that much, yeah.
I know. They've cut me down past the price. Yeah, I know. You've got to check.
Yeah.
Everything is crazy.
I'm not a senior citizen. We'll get a small fish and chips, I think, and a full fat Coke. Sounds like a plan. Diabetes in a bottle. Oh, check that out, folks. Now, as Stocky would say, vinegar first. I'm good at this action, by the way, folks. Squirting it everywhere. Right. And a tiny bit of salt. And some gherkins. Check that out. When you always go to a seaside place, you have to have fish and chips. It's just tradition. Right. Check that out. Right folks, I'm going to enjoy this fish and chips and I'll see you outside. Oh, when I've got an empty plate. Right folks, I'm absolutely stuffed. Can't eat any more, but I've ate all the pickle. Fish were really nice. Chips, I'm not really keen on chips, to be honest with you. I don't mind them, but I like the fish and the peas. But chips, very crispy, very tasty, but I'm not a major fan of them. Boy, how have that. Yeah folks, we've just come out of the Dolphin Hotel. The Dolphin Fish and Chips. It's really nice, highly recommend it. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to carry on down here to Lord Street and have a mooch, have a wander down there, and I'll show you the famous Lord Street. Well, here we are folks, just excuse me, I'm absolutely full of a cold when I do this vlog. Well, here we are in the famous Lord Street in Southport. Now this was, let's just say, the 20s and the 30s, this were the place to go, where the rich and famous came down this street, down these pebbles, down this famous street in Southport. Now it's changed a lot over the years. I say, if you was, let's just say, going to a party, getting married, getting a wedding dress, getting an engagement ring, especially in the 20th century, this is where you would go, because the buildings are absolutely stunning. But things have changed over the years, to be honest with you. There is no clothes shops like there used to be. There used to be Debenhams here. All the famous clothes shops used to be here, but because we're living in times like this where everyone's struggling for money, this place is slowly dying off. Plenty of empty shops like this one here, and it's littered with charity shops and cheap shops, but it's still got it's still got the remnant of the modern times. But like anything, it's sad to see, it's sad to feel people like that lady there living on the streets. And this is what they do now. It's similar to Blackpool. They live on the streets of Southport, as you say, closing down a famous shopping centre. Who'd be? See, I still do vlogs even when I'm ill. Sad to see. But it used to be a really place to go. So we're going to carry on down this street and I'll show you how it's changed. Now if you look, especially on here, the bank's here on the left. Look at this glorious building. Check it out. Check this glorious bank here. Look at the details on top. Wow. Wow. Now, they have changed, folks. I must admit, they have changed. They have changed, as I say, excuse me, I'm absolutely full of a cold when I'm doing this. It's easy like it. I started developing it yesterday, but the amount of people I must have bumped into, talked to, it is changed. But it has changed now, folks. Now what's happened, it's got a bit more trendy. It's now developed these little bars, these micro bars, well, appeared all up and down Lord Street, with new restaurants opening up to try and get the tourists back into this once lovely town. Old banks are turning into retro cafes and lots of mixture of these microbreweries, which I might check out later on in the video if I feel any better. So what we're going to do now, folks, cause we're on holiday, cause we're on this experience of this fun, check how busy it is. This is what you want to see. We're going to have a few quid in here. Gambling sounds like a plan. Might cheer me up actually. So I'm going to have a few, I'm going to win some money inside. This is my favourite machine, and Dad, if you're watching, I'll expect them all. Press that lucky button. Oh, we're gonna. Oh, unlucky. Well, folks, no win for random, but it's not finished yet. I think I'm getting this craving for ice cream. Still windy in Southport, but the sun's out. So where we're going to go next is for an ice cream, which we're going to go to that one there, which is an Italian place for a nice British ice cream in all its glory. Well, you can't go anywhere without a British ice cream. And I'm going to sit here, enjoy it. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Help it eating for random as always on his little adventures. Man cold, folks. Oh, man flu they call it, don't they? Man flu. Back on the front again. People are out here enjoying the British sunshine at its best. A few drinks, fish and chips, ice cream, that's all you need to make a British holiday. Right, folks, what I'm going to show you is the pier. Now this is the second longest pier. It's the second longest pier in the UK, but unfortunately it's been closed for 2 years, folks. Come on, council, get this open. Let's get the tourists back to Southport because they like the pier. Shame. Because look at the crowds, it attracts. Come on, folks. Come on. Well, folks, instead of going to the pub, I'm heading to Boots. I was going to go to the pub over there, but take it easy instead. Certainly an adventure, isn't it?
Tell them about your bag all week.
Well, I'm absolutely full of a cold, folks. Can't do any more vlogging now. But don't worry, I'm all stocked up. Tissues. Obviously you've seen them. Good rub. What else have I got? Something to stick up my butt, my nose, and some sweets. And I'm going to go back now, folks, because I'm knackered. But thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you again next adventure, or whenever the journey takes me. Hopefully I'm better. Thanks for watching.